Sorry, sweetie. I think I'll be home late today. I have lots of work to do. Can you cook dinner for me today? I'm guessing you're staying at home today. It's your day off, right?
Sorry, I'm leaving the house now. Got something to do.
What's wrong? Is it something urgent? Are you leaving now? It's already afternoon. Do you really have to do that today?
My client invited me to have dinner with them. I can't say no, can I? It wasn't planned, but they suddenly gave me a call just now. I think I'll come home late.
Really? Your client called without any prior notice? Shoot, what should I do now? I can't go home early today. Why would your client contact you on your day off? Isn't that a bit rude and inconsiderate?
It's hard for me too, you know. But he's a really important client for our company. My client has a difficult personality. I don't want to make him angry and mess everything up.
Didn't you go golfing with your client last weekend too? You've been working a lot recently. Is he the same client?
Yeah, he's the same client I went golfing with.
Where's his manners? He's pretty rude. Because of this client, my husband can't even take a full day off on the weekends. He's working more than necessary. I want to go out with my husband sometimes.
Sorry, Emma. He really has old-fashioned ideas and values. He doesn't know the line between work and personal time. It's tiring to think about work on my day off too.
Yeah, it sounds really tiring. I'm lucky I'm just an office worker. I don't have to go out with my clients.
In my case, it's my job to maintain good relationships with my clients for the company. I really want to change jobs. I'm getting really tired with all the workload on the weekends.
Good luck, but try not to overwork yourself, okay? Now I have to think about dinner. If you're not gonna be home, who's gonna cook dinner for Nathan? He's gonna be alone at home.
Nathan is already a middle schooler, Emma. There's nothing to worry about. He can look after himself. I bet he can prepare a meal for himself for dinner. Or he can order food delivery if he doesn't want to cook.
Is Nathan with you right now?
Yep, he's here.
Can you ask him if he can prepare dinner on his own?
I have to go to the bathroom, so I'll give my phone to Nathan. You can directly ask him about it.
Okay.
Hi, Mom. It's me, Nathan. What's wrong?
Mom's gonna be working until late in the night today. So will you cook dinner on your own? I'm sorry, Nathan.
Sure, Mom. It's okay. Do we have some packaged noodles at home?
We do have some instant noodles in the cupboard. Just choose whatever you like. I think we also have some leftovers from last night's dinners in the fridge.
Okay, I think I'll heat up the fried chicken from last night.
Great, eat as much as you want. You can also prepare some salad on your own.
Okay.
Make sure to clean up the kitchen and wash the dishes after you finish eating. Don't leave your cups and garbage on the laptop.
I know, Mom. You don't have to repeat it over and over again. I'm old enough to take care of myself. What time are you coming home, Mom?
I think I'll be home by 8:30. I can't be exactly sure though. I'll try my best to finish my work early and come home as quickly as possible. Dad's also gonna be out tonight, so you're gonna be alone in the house for a while. Don't play games all the time and finish your homework before I come home.
Yeah, don't worry. I will finish my homework.
Don't show me those awful scores you got for your last test ever again. You're not studying hard enough. I know you can do better.
I wasn't feeling well last time. I could have gotten a better score.
I know you're busy with club activities, but you have to make time for studying. It's your duty as a student to study. If you get a worse score than last time, I'm gonna take those games away from you.
Why? That's too much.
It's your fault, Nathan. You play games all the time. I never see you studying in your room. You also look sleep deprived because you play games until very late in the night. It's not good for your health if you can't get a good night's sleep. You're still young and growing.
Mom, I promise I'll study harder for my next test, so please don't take them away from me. It's my hobby. I have to take a break once in a while.
So I'm giving you a chance, Nathan. I'm not telling you to stop playing games right now. Just find a good balance. Spend more time on studying, less time on gaming. You can play games when you're taking a break. If you can't do that, then find a good balance on your own. I'll have to step in.
Okay, I understand.
Your summer break is coming up. You're gonna have plenty of time to play games and to study. Don't tell me you're secretly planning to play games while mom and dad are out working. You're gonna play games after you study. Promise me.
Sorry, Mom. I just thought I might be able to play a bit more games than usual during summer break.
I knew it, but I appreciate your honesty. You have to prioritize studying, Nathan. I won't stop you from playing games, but set your priorities right.
But I can't focus when I study at home. I can't concentrate on my work.
See? Games are becoming a huge distraction for you. If you can't concentrate at home, how about you studying at the library? You should be able to focus better when you're outside and surrounded by books.
The library? That sounds like a good option.
Make sure you finish your homework tonight. I'm gonna check if you've completed your homework or not. So if you don't want your games taken away, you better start studying now.
Gosh, are you serious? You're gonna check?
Why are you freaking out? It's nothing to panic about. Oh, Nathan, I thought I raised you better. I'm not asking too much, am I? Your dad was never told to study by his parents because he was always studying before they told him to.
Really? Wow, that's really great. I would never.
Yes, look up to your dad and learn from him. If your dad can do it, you can do it too, Nathan. I know you're a smart boy. If you study and start getting good grades, I won't take away your games and tell you to stop playing them. It's really up to you.
Okay, Mom. I'll try my best.
I'm home now. I think I'm home earlier than usual. How about you, darling? Are you coming home late again?
Yeah, I still have loads of work to do. I really want to go home.
You're doing great, Jake. Thanks for working hard to bring money to the house. Oh, by the way, Nathan's not at home. Have you heard anything from him?
I think he told me he was going to study at his friend's house today. Can you believe it? Nathan's studying with his friends, not playing games with him. He said his group of friends were going to study together. I don't understand what made them change so much.
He's studying with his friends again? Unbelievable! I never expected him to study so hard like this.
He's really focused recently. I'm actually proud of him. He's been studying nonstop.
I know, right? I'm really proud of him too. He's been going out every day to study with his friends since summer break started. He told me he couldn't concentrate well when he was at home. So I gave him advice to go studying outside where he can focus better. But I never thought he would simply follow my advice.
He never studied until we told him to, but now he's leaving before we can even stop him. He's like a whole different person. Why is he suddenly so motivated to study?
But do you think he's really studying? He's visiting his friend's house. Aren't there a lot of distractions? He's acting too different and going out every day. I can't help but start being suspicious. What if he's just playing games at his friend's house?
Come on, believe your son, Emma. You're thinking too much. I think Nathan grew up and started to think about his future. He's in middle school already. Your advice might have made him realize he had to start studying or it'd be too late.
But Jake, think about it. Do you think a person can change so suddenly? He also comes home really late. He's still a middle school student, so I don't want him staying out so late.
Think like this. He's already a middle school student. He knows what he's doing and can look after himself. If we had a daughter, I might have been more worried, but he's a strong boy.
It doesn't matter. He's my child and I'm worried. I don't want him to get in trouble.
It's not like he's wandering around the streets at night. And he's a boy. He can defend himself when he's in trouble. I'm more worried if he's up to something bad with his friends. He says he's studying, but we never can be sure. I don't mind if it's just playing around with his friends, but what if they were secretly drinking or smoking? Boys can be reckless, you know.
Were you like that when you were their age?
I didn't do anything illegal, but I had plenty of free time to play around. I was once a middle school kid too. I sometimes stayed at my friend's house until midnight just babbling about random things. My parents often got angry at me because I came home so late without telling them. It's just adolescence. It'll pass. Don't worry too much about it.
But Nathan's been out for the past weeks. It's important to make a habit of studying, but this is too much. Can you talk to him, Jake? I think it's better for you to tell him.
Okay, I'll talk to him when I get home. But I can't say for sure that he'll listen to me. He's been pretty rebellious against me recently. I doubt he's gonna even stop to listen to me.
Really? I never felt that way.
He ignores me most of the time, and he's blunt when he replies. Is he having his rebellious period against me? Is he like that when he's with you too?
He looks normal to me. He's just his normal self when he's around me. I bet he wasn't in the mood when you talked to him. And he's blunt most of the time. I don't think you have to worry about it much more. As you said, he's in his adolescence. It'll pass soon. Nathan, can we talk for a bit? There's something I want to ask you. You told me you were going to be at the library studying with your friends yesterday. Are you also visiting the library with your friends today?
Yeah, I'm at the library with my friends. Why are you asking me this? Is this why you texted me?
I had a little chat with Mrs. Redfield, our neighbor, and she told me I didn't know about. She said that she saw you in next town yesterday. I thought you were at the library studying. Why were you in town?
Huh? Mom, that's not me. I was at the library yesterday. She saw wrong.
Nathan, Mrs. Redfield told me she saw you. She knows you since you were a toddler. She can't make a mistake.
But I wasn't in next town yesterday. It's not me.
Really? You're not lying, are you? Just to make sure, I'm gonna contact your friends who were supposed to be studying with you at the library. I'm gonna check if you were really at the library yesterday.
Wait, Mom, stop! Don't contact my friends.
But if you were really studying at the library with your friends yesterday, I don't understand why you're stopping me right now. Is there something you don't want me to find out about?
Okay.
You admit that you were in next town yesterday, then I won't call your friends. What are you up to, Nathan? Were you always lying about going to the library?
Mom, I'm sorry I lied. I wasn't at the library yesterday. I had something to do in next town.
I'm not angry about you visiting next town. I'm angry about how you lied to me about your whereabouts.
I'm sorry, Mom.
You've been coming home late recently, and I didn't say anything to you about it because I thought you were telling the truth. You told me you were studying, so I thought you changed for the better. But now that I know that you weren't at the library yesterday, I'm not sure if I should believe you or not. It makes me think that you were never studying with your friends and lying all along.
I'm really sorry. It's all a lie. I was never studying with my friends.
I knew it. But you can't just lie because you wanted to go out to play. Didn't I tell you, Nathan? As long as you spend more time studying, I won't stop you from going out. Both your dad and I trusted you and tried our best to support you.
I'm really sorry I lied to you, but believe me, Mom, I wasn't playing around. I had to do something.
Then what were you doing? What took you so long to come home late every day? I'm worried that you might be involved in something bad. Don't tell me you've been studying in next town alone.
Yeah, I'll tell you the truth. I wasn't doing my homework. I was investigating Dad.
Huh? What do you mean? Investigate? So you were playing detective? And the target was your dad?
You're gonna be really surprised by what I'm about to tell you, but stay calm and listen to me, okay? Dad has another child. I'm not his only child.
Huh? You're his only son, Nathan. What do you mean he has another child? That's impossible. Nathan, don't be ridiculous.
I'm telling you the truth, Mom. That was why I was investigating Dad.
Wait a minute. I can't process what you just told me. What are you saying, Nathan? You're confusing me. I can't believe something so unrealistic. I don't understand.
It was about a week before my summer break started. I visited next town with my friends to watch a movie, and I saw Dad on my way home. He was with a woman and a boy I didn't recognize. They looked really close, as if they were a family.
I bet you saw wrong.
No, it was definitely Dad. I won't mistake someone else for my dad. I'm his son.
Right.
Dad had his arms around the woman he was with and even leaned in really close. So I thought he was having an affair.
I can't believe it. Is this happening for real? And you also said he was with a boy? Oh my, what's going on?
The boy called Dad, Dad. I decided to investigate and find out about Dad's affair.
And what did you find? They can't be.
Dad visits that woman's house whenever he has a day off, and he even visits them after work every day. He's been lying to us. Dad has been coming home late recently, but he wasn't at the company. He wasn't working. The truth is, he's been visiting the woman and the boy.
Yeah, he's been coming home late, but...
I found out that the woman lives in the mansion just near the station next town.
You even know where she lives? How much did you investigate?
Yeah, I investigated more about the woman and the boy after locating where they lived. I wrote down everything I found during my investigation in a notebook, so I'll give that to you when I get home. It has all the information about the mysterious woman and boy who Dad's been seeing every day. I wanted to let you know about Dad's affair after I did more investigating. There's more I wanted to find out about.
It's enough, sweetie. I never knew you were doing such hard work. Thanks for your great effort, Nathan. I'm so sorry you had to go through this. I bet it was hard for you both physically and mentally. Everything's gonna be fine. Leave the rest to your mother. Come home, Nathan.
Sorry, Emma. I'm gonna be home late today. My work's really busy recently. Sorry.
I see. You look really busy. Aren't you tired?
I am. I'm exhausted with the workload. It's overwhelming. I really want to go home right away.
Then why don't you come home right away?
Emma, I told you I have lots of work to do. If I did go home now, my boss is gonna get really angry with me.
It's not your boss who's gonna get angry. It's your lover who's gonna get angry at you. Are you eating dinner with them like always? I bet it's gonna be a lively dinner with her little boy at the table.
Huh? What are you talking about? You don't make any sense.
Your lover? Or should I call her your wife? If I remember correctly, her name is Melissa. And her son, or your son, is called Tommy. Am I right? I would love to know his real name. He heard you two calling him by his nickname, so I don't know what his real name is.
He? Who? Heard us? What's going on?
Nathan heard you and your lover talking to her son.
Nathan? What? Why?
After he coincidentally saw you, your lover, and her son in next town, he's been trying to find out about your affair. He gathered all the information by himself. He's been coming home late, remember? It's because he was trying to find out the truth about your affair.
Wait a minute. Nathan saw us in next town? Really? Is he sure it was us? When did he see us?
Why do you want to know? It's irrelevant. The most important thing here is that you were having an affair. And also have a son. You have a whole new family.
Nathan gathered all this information how? He's not a pro detective. He's still in middle school. How did he find out their names?
You're panicking, aren't you? Well, I guess it was a huge surprise for you. I bet you never expected your son to find out and even gather all the information about your lover and her son.
So Nathan told you everything he found about us. He knows everything, and now you know everything too.
It's not like she already had a son when you met her. You had a son with her. He's your real son.
Is it Nathan who told you this? Did Nathan find this out himself? How did he find out? Is he a detective or something?
I know, he's like a real detective. He told me he even follows you around and eavesdropped on your conversations. He said he instantly realized what your relationship was with the woman and the boy. You never know who's listening outside. Be careful what you talk about outside.
Why did he follow me?
I'll show you Nathan's notebook later. You'll be surprised with how much information he gathered.
What notebook?
He wrote down everything he found out about your affair. I don't want you to rip all the pages out or try to destroy it, so I'll only show you a copy of his notes.
He even has a notebook? How did he find everything out?
These proof would give me a great advantage when we get divorced.
Divorce? What are you talking about? Let's discuss about this again, okay?
You not only had an affair with this woman, but even had a child with her. Do you think I can just forget about your other family? How do you expect me to act like I know nothing?
Well, I do understand your reasoning, but you don't have to decide whether we're going to get divorced right now.
What? Do you have excuses to make? If you want to make excuses, this is your time.
I was never serious with her. It was just a casual relationship. But she got pregnant 3 years ago. I never planned that. She told me it was an accident, but I think she planned it all along. I always insisted on using protection. I don't want her to get pregnant.
So, what point are you trying to make?
She said I didn't need to pay any child support, but told me to meet her son once in a while. She didn't want her son to feel lonely because he didn't have a father figure. When I refused, she threatened me that she would tell you about our affair. How can I say no? So I had to go meet her son occasionally.
So what?
What do you mean? Do you not understand? I told you I was being threatened by her.
What's the point you're trying to make? I don't care if you meant to impregnate her or she got pregnant accidentally.
I want to tell you that I never meant to have a child with her. I'm meeting her once in a while because I have to. I never went to meet her willingly.
It's wrong to cheat in the first place. I don't care if you're threatened by her or not. You can't deny the fact that you were having an affair with another woman, knowing that there was a chance of impregnating her. You've been betraying me for the past few years, and now you want me to forgive you because you were threatened by her?
I'm gonna break up with her, I'm serious.
So what? Breaking up with her won't change anything. I never want to see your face anymore. Don't you ever come home. We're never letting you in. Goodbye.
No, Emma, you can't do this to me. Where am I supposed to go?
Why would I know? How about you go live with your lover, spend the rest of your life with her?
I promise I won't see her again.
Now? So you're with her right now? I knew it, Jake. You were at her house.
I told her we're breaking up and I left her house. I'm not with her anymore. I'm on my way home now. Let's talk when I get home.
No, when you get home, you're gonna pack up your things and leave. How about you start finding hotels to stay for the night? You might have to stay there for a while. I don't want to be in the same house as you. You're disgusting me out. I'm starting to feel sick.
Disgusting? How can you say that to me? We were sleeping in the same bed yesterday.
Now I know everything. You're disgusting me out. Don't ever come near me, you filthy cheater. I can't be sleeping with a guy who's been having sex with his lover all this time.
All right, I'll stay at a nearby hotel today. We'll talk again tomorrow when you calm down, okay?
What's there to talk about? I have nothing to say to you.
You know, about our divorce and many other things. I don't want to get divorced with you. I'm gonna apologize until you forgive me.
Why would I discuss with you whether we're getting a divorce? I'll decide with my son if I would divorce you or not. Nathan's old enough to form opinions and make decisions. He knows what's best for me and him. And he thinks he should set things right, and it's time to change for the better. To be clear, he doesn't want a father who does bad things hiding from us. And I agree, he deserves a better father, don't you think? When my husband came home, I forced him to leave and never allowed him to enter the house again. Therefore, he had to find a new apartment and start living there alone. His lover got furious after he forcefully broke up with her and threatened him to pay for child support if he's gonna dump them. Apparently, they got into a big fight, but in the end, his lover gave up and disappeared with her son. I talked with my son about whether I should get a divorce. After a thorough discussion, I decided to divorce my husband when Nathan becomes an adult. Now, we live separately, but still married. I haven't told him about my plan to my husband. He seems to believe that we might forgive him someday, so he's trying his best to seek forgiveness from us. It's not gonna work, but I don't plan to tell him about it. I think he deserves my silent treatment. My first priority is to raise my son into a responsible adult. My husband works hard dreaming to be admitted back into our family. He might end up alone in the near future, but I guess he'll find out soon enough.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.
Peep texts!
Sir, I'm sorry to bother you, but I have a question. It's about the N&N company. I'm not sure about a few things. Do you have a second right now?
I don't have time right now. Can't you tell that I'm busy without asking anyway? You always call me and won't leave me alone. You've been working for how long? And you can't tell these kinds of things? If it's that important, then you can just ask someone else.
I apologize for not being able to figure things out sooner on my own. With regards to the N&N company, who else can I refer to ask questions about?
Dude, I just told you that I'm busy right now, didn't I? You really can't figure that part out on your own? You're not a child that needs to be shown everything, right? You should learn to do things on your own already.
I apologize, sir. I'll ask Mr. David for who to refer to.
What? Why would you ask David? David isn't bored like you and has things to do. Stop getting in the way of people's productivity.
I wasn't sure who else would know what to do, so I just thought of him. I'm sorry that I didn't think about it enough, sir.
Oh, whatever. Just leave it alone. I'll handle the case with N&N. You just transfer all of the documents my way. It's seriously such a pain in the ass having employees that can't do their damn job. I'm already pretty busy because the CEO sees potential in me. I can't do everything because I'm a little nobody.
Understood, sir. I apologize for causing so much trouble with you. Please, handle the case from here on out. Mr. James, can I ask what happened with the N&N case?
What? What do you mean what happened? I made sure that everything was completed while I was incredibly busy. I squeezed it all between my schedules.
Thank you so much, sir. If possible, would it be alright for you to transfer all of the orders and invoices from them?
Oh, you won't need to worry about that. I'm going to be handling the N&N company cases now.
Huh? Are you saying that I will be removed from the project?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've grown tired of your uselessness. I'll take care of it from here on out, so you just do what you can to secure another deal with a different company. Alright?
I'm not sure, sir. I was the one that secured the deal the other day with N&N company, so if at all possible, I would like to have all responsibility to handle the case till the end.
Oh, that's not going to be possible. I already told them that we've changed the point of contact. They told me that they didn't want someone who threw away their work duties so easily. They said that they wanted someone new and didn't want to hear from you anymore.
I didn't throw away my work duties, sir!
You did pass it my way, didn't you? You should think about what it feels like when people have to pick up the pieces all the time. You just work on sales, alright, buddy?
Understood, sir. I apologize for all the inconvenience I've caused you.
You're newlywed, right? I can't see this ending well for you. I hope you work hard to not get divorced. I'm not sure if that'll be possible with how bad you are right now.
I'll do my best to make sure that doesn't happen, sir.
Your wife was really beautiful, wasn't she? You want me to pick her up for you before she dumps you?
No, sir. I vowed to be with her for the rest of my life, so I will have to pass on that offer.
Ah, look at you being straight-edged. I don't know what your wife thinks, though. Someone as useless as you, she might want to break up with you right now, even.
I pray that that's not the case. But if that is the case, then whatever happens, happens.
Uh-huh. That's a really boring take.
Mr. James, do you have a second, sir?
You again? How bored are you, always talking to me? Unlike you, I actually have stuff that I need to do.
I only need a moment of your time, sir. The change in schedule suggestions that I asked for you to consider before I submit it. It showed up in my department as suggestion accepted.
Yeah, those were my suggestions.
I knew it, sir. I only showed you so I figured that it had to be someone that took my credit. You are aware that I was the one that made the document and suggestions, correct? Why would you do such a thing? Plagiarize.
You should have made your suggestions sooner. You took too long to submit it, so it's your fault. Besides, you were basically able to make the form because of my advice. In a weird way, it was all my accomplishment. That's why I suggested it for you.
But I did ask for your advice and opinion, true. But only a small portion of my contact reflected the advice you gave me. I think that it's a little bit of a stretch to say that it was all thanks to you.
What? Are you saying that you used that list? No, right? The CEO likes me. You understand? The person who the CEO of this company likes versus the guy that's just a regular Joe Schmo. Who do you think the CEO will listen to and believe? You don't need to think that hard to figure it out.
This plan, the thing with N&N Company, I'm not sure what I did to deserve this kind of hatred to be directed towards me. Did I do something to offend you, sir?
Dude, I'm impressed that you haven't figured it out already. You can't do shit unless you have explicit orders. You don't report back anything, but you always ask me for help when I'm at least available to provide any kind of help. And then your marriage made everything worse. I can tell that you're distracted by your new life. You're not coming here to play around, you damn thief. And you realize that I, being your boss, have to clean up all the pieces for you. Do you understand? It's your fault for not being a good employee.
I really didn't mean for any of that to happen, sir. It seems that I have caused you a great amount of distress because of my attitude. I apologize. I will do whatever I can to make sure that this sort of thing does not happen again.
You really can cut the formal crap, okay? Honestly, I'd be happier if you just up and quit your job for me. If you have a problem with the way I handle my work, you just quit. I don't really think we'll have a problem with you leaving this job anyway.
I'm sorry, sir, but I just got married, like you said. I cannot quit that easily. I hope you continue to mentor me and help me with my career.
Wow. Ugh. If that's what you want, then I'll make sure you don't have a reason to stay here at all. Then you can quit with no remorse, right?
I'm not sure I understand what you're saying, sir.
Just keep watching. You'll understand eventually. It won't take you long to figure it out either.
Are you cooking something up for me again?
You really should watch your tone towards your boss.
I'm sorry, sir.
If I were in accounting, I would cut your salary in half immediately. You should stop trying to figure things out like some kind of detective and just wait and see what happens like a good boy. Understand? It's not like you can do anything about it anyway. Just make sure that you don't add more work for me to take care of. It's seriously so tough having an employee that I can't use. Yo, Harold! Check it out! This is your wife, right? I totally stole her from you. She says that she's completely tired of her husband. I mean, now you don't have a reason to stick around and steal our salary, right? You lost your job and your wife. What a loser!
What is this photo about, sir? Why do you have a photo like this on your phone?
Well, it's because I took the photos, of course. She's let me take whatever photo I want of her.
I see. Is the woman that you're seeing consenting to all of this?
The woman I'm seeing? What are you talking about? You probably shouldn't be saying that about your own wife. Or wait, maybe it's that you don't want to admit it's your own wife doing this kind of thing.
No, it's not really about admitting if it's my wife or not. It really isn't my wife.
What are you talking about? No matter what way you look at it, it is your wife. You really need to face reality, dude. Kinda scary.
Well, actually, my wife has a twin.
Huh? What?
Yeah, so I'm sorry to break it to you, but that person isn't my wife. I'm gonna go ahead and be the one to tell you that you stole the CEO's wife.
What? No, don't play like that!
I'm not playing around, sir. My wife has a small but noticeable freckle under her right eye. The woman in this photo doesn't have that freckle, does she?
I'm sure it's just the angle of the photo.
I don't know about the truth behind this photo, but I can tell you that if you just bring the woman and look at her in person, you'll be able to figure it out pretty quickly.
You've got to be shitting me! I didn't know about that at all!
I don't think it's something that would get brought up in our regular conversations. I didn't want people to think or treat me differently because I was family with the CEO. But you really did something that is truly wrong, didn't you, sir? I can't believe you would make a move for the CEO's wife over some kind of cheap workplace drama.
No, wait, but look, I didn't know that it was his wife!
Right, you thought it was my wife.
Exactly! So this is something that happened entirely by accident!
It was quite odd that you went for the CEO's wife. However, you really shouldn't have gone for someone's wife at all. It's not very much an accident.
I mean, let's look at it this way. If we just keep it between ourselves, then this never has to hurt anyone, right? Right, Harold? As much as I'd love to be on board with that idea, the CEO is my brother-in-law, and the woman in that photo is my sister-in-law. So, I can't really just let my own private life run rampant like that. Oh, don't worry about it, dude. If you just shut up about everything, nothing has to happen and no one gets hurt. I can't believe that his wife, that he loved oh so dearly, is cheating on him. My brother-in-law will be quite shocked. Personally, I want to tell him right now exactly what is happening. I even have a photo of the act taking place right now. Hang on, Harold. I'm sorry for trying to make a move on your wife, and I'm also sorry for taking your work and claiming it as my own, but this is something else. Please, just let this go, okay? Look, if I'm not around, there's a whole lot of work that won't get taken care of, right? Oh, don't worry about the work duties that will need to be picked up. You always claim to be busy while loitering around the office all the time. The small amount of deals you had claimed as your own were all stolen from your employees. We all know that you don't do shit around the office. You not being around would make things work smoother, and I can't think of a single thing that will be more difficult as a result of your absence. Wait! People are always saying that you look so busy all the time? Oh, that's just sarcasm, clearly. Even with regards to the N&N company deal. Your decisions about the whole project were too terrible, so I was actually asked to take over it after you leave. What? Who said that? The CEO of N&N himself. The CEO?! Well, I've always known the CEO of N&N. We've always got along well. Because you took over the case from me, replies were slow, the work grew stagnant, and the CEO had quite a few complaints to file with you. He was actually pretty damn pissed. But the only thing I can think of that would be annoying from your absence is... Oh, maybe that it'll be my turn to take out the trash sooner during the week. Hang on, Harold! We're such great friends! You wouldn't want to ruin our special relationship, right? If you want to talk about the kind of relationship we have, you shouldn't be surprised if I just told on you about everything to the CEO immediately, right? Hang on! Seriously, wait a second! Let's sit down and talk about it first, okay? Please let me talk to you, Harold! We really don't have anything else to talk about, sir. You just go ahead and talk to the CEO to explain the situation to him instead. You might actually be able to talk your way out of it with him. You always bragged about how you were his favorite, right? After I told the CEO about the whole affair, he called his wife and James to the office and had a three-way conversation. He bragged so much about how he was the CEO's favorite, but when it came down to talking to him, he was completely overwhelmed by the atmosphere of the whole thing. He was like a scared little puppy. There was definitely no way to talk his way out of this one. The CEO's wife was also deeply regretful of her actions. The two ended up agreeing to try to work out their relationship, and agreed to try to sue James for all the damages. Since the actual affair only lasted for a short time, he was only sued for about $10,000. But more than any of the money, he was known as the terrible man who went for the CEO's wife and succeeded. He was tired of the looks people gave him, and eventually, he quit his job after looking like he had just seen defeat and was depressed. After the whole thing and James leaving the office, I was able to work extremely efficiently. I actually was promoted to his position as manager. He was such a stressful person to deal with and just an annoying existence in my life. But I'm using him as something that someone should never do to help educate our new hires.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.